Skoom. All right.
I've heard that, like, our bottom, whatever, hemisphere of our eyes are, like, made to detect things that look like snakes.
What?
Yeah,
Don't tell me that.
Jordan Peterson, too.
Dude,
But
I would never believe you, dude.
I know, right?
Well, I don't know.
You want to hear another crazy thing?
Yes.
I'm just spitting all this Jordan Peterson stuff now. But I heard that the reason why we have colored vision is so we could detect ripe fruit.
That makes sense, though.
That's what I've heard.
That makes a lot of sense.
But you know another thing I've heard, this is crazy too,
All right.
is that, so I don't know if you believe we came from monkeys, but let's say we did. A monkey's eye is all black.
Mm-hmm.
So, and apparently at one point our eyes were all black. Obviously we have whites in them now.
Yeah.
So people's eyes who are all black either died, killed, or didn't reproduce, because it's like sketchy, and you don't know what they're doing, where they're looking. So we developed the whites in our eye because of that. That's what I've heard from Jordan Peterson, from that lady. Yeah, like think, right? You come from a monkey, right? Or a gorilla, whatever. At one point, your eye was all black.
Right.
That part would have to be true if you believe the supposition that we came from monkeys. Your eyes were all black, and people didn't know. Right? We're trying to develop culture, right? Mm-hmm. We're trying to have these rules that we all follow, that we all act out, right? You don't kill, you don't steal.
So our eyes are smaller now because we have no morals?
No. Well, in a sense, yeah, right? Just work with me for a sec, right?
Because if your eye was all black, why would that entice you more to...
Hold up. So, right, me and you are Neanderthals, right? We're cavemen. We've just separated from our ancestral monkey, right? We're trying to, wear loincloths and, live in a culture, right? Because we have all this fear.
Out,
So we're trying to all come together to get rid of doubt and fear.
Right.
And, I'm looking at you, right? Let's say I have a wife, for example. I'm looking at you, right? Your eyes are all black. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, what you're up to, what you're thinking. I don't trust you.
There's nothing to read here.
I don't trust.
Fear overcomes because there's nothing to read. Because you're not sure what they're looking at or what their intentions could be.
Exactly. Yeah. Like now right? If I'm looking up, I'm looking up. If I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
And so, basically, yeah. So people with black eyes got eradicated. That's what I've heard. We once all had black eyes. We all had black eyes.
Yeah, no,
your eyes were black, my eyes were black, and they got eradicated.
I wonder if Sasquatch has all black eyes. I always thought we came from the closest side of fish because...
Well, that's true too.
Tadpoles first.
That's true.
Either frogs or...
That's actually
fish.
so interesting
like
you brought that up.
More of amphibian than a...
It's very interesting you brought that up.
Like that.
That's why...
But it is interesting too. We have, but we have webbed fingers. I don't know, man. There's so many different... Because I don't count it out. I definitely don't count it out.
Well, one, you're right.
As much as we both hate science, I wouldn't count that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
And like, this is like a huge meme, but Jordan Peterson, like, he's like, whatever. I don't think synopsis is the word. But whenever people bring up Jordan Peterson, they always bring up, like, lobsters.
What?
You never heard that?
I never heard that, no.
Okay, so anyways.
The frick is a Futurama reference or something?
No.
To the lobster
No, dude, no way. Biology. But.
What? Jordan Peterson's a lobster?
No, they always bring it up because he's, like, obsessed with lobsters because... So many reasons, but the simplest reason is because lobsters have a hierarchy that's functioning off of serotonin, which is the same thing that we function off of.
Right.
And, lobsters apparently are older than trees, apparently. They're like 350 million years old.
What?
And...
So they go back to the dinosaur era?
Yeah. And...
Alligators don't?
And... It's a whole bunch of crap. We'll get into it later, but... Where I was going with that is, we essentially did come from fish.
Oh.
And the last thing I find interesting that kind of relates to that, because there's this one guy that they talk about who thinks that after we became land animals, we went back near the water, and that's why whatever, we are born knowing how to swim, and we have web feet and stuff.
Yeah.
And one thing that's super interesting, that the last thing I wanted to bring up is that, and I don't know how this relates, I know we have salt in our body, but we cry salt tears, which apparently a lot of underwater animals do.
Yo, is that why they call them alligator tears? Because no, never mind.
That's supposed to be fake.
Yeah,
when you're fake crying. I don't get what that means either.
I don't really get it. I was just trying to think because it was fish and it sounded cool. But
another super interesting thing is that's why girls wear bright clothes and red lipstick, because it's supposed to resemble ripe fruit. Isn't that interesting?
Never thought of that.
That's apparently a fact.